the head of the cartel, remained at large and under the protection, it seemed, of the most powerful political forces in Colombia. Still, Gelbart and his staff dared to hope that the Cali Syndicate could be dismantled. Across the Potomac in Langley, Virginia, a telephone operator picked up an incoming call at about 1:30. "Central Intelligence Agency," she said pleasantly. "Yes, hello. Please pardon my English," responded a Latin-accented voice in perfect English. "I'm calling from Colombia. I have some important information about the Cali drug cartel. The head of the cartel, I know his location." "Yes, sir. And how may I direct your call?" "Well, your agency has people here. They are trying to find this man. I am offering my assistance." "Thank you, sir. How may I direct your call?" After a long pause, the man said that he knew no one at the CIA by name, but would gladly talk to anyone interested in capturing Miguel Rodriguez Orejuela, godfather of the Colombian cocaine syndicate. The operator seemed neither skeptical nor impressed. She simply remained pleasant and asked to be provided a specific office, officer, or telephone extension. The caller pressed her. "Do you have a fax number?" "I'm sorry." "Do you have a number for tips or anonymous sources?" "No, I'm sorry. Perhaps you can call back later." About 2,500 miles south, the man who had just called the CIA returned a black telephone receiver to its cradle. He was tall and dark-haired, with a neatly trimmed beard. His dressy casual attire, typical of the tropics, gave little hint of his background. To strangers in the busy downtown telecom building, he might have passed for a middle-aged university professor, an off-duty judge, or a bank vice president. He lingered for a few moments in the soundproof privacy of the phone booth. His hands were still trembling. He had risked his life to place that call. He took a slow, deep breath and replayed the conversation in his mind. It seemed absurd, until he realized that the operator wasn't inept. She was screening calls. He was just another nuisance caller, a nutcase. And maybe he was, in fact, crazy. If Miguel and the other Cali cartel bosses ever suspected that he had dialed the CIA, he was dead. No trial, no defense, just a few bullets to the brain, if he was lucky. There were worse ways to die. He had come close to some of them. But on that afternoon in mid-June, he knew what he was doing. He was desperate, but he was no nutcase. He was 47 and a family man, and for the previous 6.5 years he had been a top aide to one of the most ruthless and powerful crime bosses in the world. Now he wanted out of the cartel, out of an organization that discouraged retirement or resignations. As he stepped from the phone booth, he kept an eye out for anyone familiar, ready with an excuse to explain his presence in the telecom building. After all, convenient cartel phones were nearby, but they wouldn't do. Cartel wiretaps were everywhere. He knew better than most that there wasn't a private telephone anywhere in Cali that was genuinely private. He emerged into the humid 86-degree heat of a Cali afternoon. Across the street was the red brick Iglesia de San Francisco, an 18th-century church and civic attraction with its distinctive Mudéjar-style bell tower. He slipped into its cool, dim sanctuary and approached the altar. He had to think about his next move. He had confided to no one his desperate plan to bring down the cartel boss, not even to his wife, although he was putting her and their children in grave danger. He told himself that she wouldn't want to know. She would be terrified, and worse, she might be unable to hide her fear. He had to withhold the truth for her own protection, to protect all of their lives. He had never felt so alone. Beyond the Father, Son, and Holy Mother to whom he prayed, the man falling to his knees near the altar of Iglesia de San Francisco that afternoon trusted no one but the CIA, and he couldn't even get past the Langley switchboard operator.